Hello, I'm Jeff Crawford for Journo.com, and today we're going to be talking about the Fermi paradox and a new study. Now, what is the Fermi paradox? The Fermi paradox is a postulate by a man named Enrico Fermi that essentially, because the universe is so large and there's so many billions of stars in it, the conditions that created us shouldn't be that rare. So life should have been evolving for billions and billions and billions of years, and they should already be cruising around the stars making contact with us, and statistically speaking, our solar system should be littered with signs of intelligent life. And the Fermi paradox is the fact that there isn't. We don't have any radio evidence of alien civilizations. As far as we can tell, we're the only people drifting around in our solar system. Like, no one's been through here before, not a probe, not anything. And this is all taking into account a very long timetable for life to evolve. And the universe is incredibly old. And traditionally, in our knowledge, our expectations, there should have been, billions and billions of life forms before us evolving. Well, there's a new study out about something that includes a phenomenon called gamma ray burst, which is when stars go supernova, they throw off gamma rays in just incredible amounts. And this was unknown previous to about the 1950s, early 60s. And the only reason we found out about it was because we set up radiation detectors to detect when the Soviets or someone else had set off a nuclear bomb. Now, when they set up these detectors, they started finding just these incredible amounts of gamma rays out in the universe, and they're, holy crap, what the hell is that? Gamma rays being probably the worst form of radiation, no matter what the Incredible Hulk tells you. Because, this is in gamma ray burst intense enough that if you're close enough to them, they can just incinerate life on the planet. If one of them contacted Earth, it'd be it for human civilization and maybe all life on the planet, depending on how close it was. And they're incredibly terrifying to think about because, one could be on its way right now and we just wouldn't see it because they move at the speed of light. But this new study, enough about the doomsday scenarios, this new study is done by a fellow named John Annis, I believe. He's basically developed a model of life in the universe and the frequency of gamma ray bursts and how often they occur that suggests that we're just now entering the threshold where the universe, not the universe, our galaxy in particular, has calmed down enough that life, planets, get enough of a break from this cosmic bombardment for life to evolve and intelligent life to develop. And that's incredibly interesting because we've, from sci-fi, philosophical studies, we kind of assumed that we were the newcomers on the scene, that, any life we contacted would be far in advance of our own. And it's possible this might not be the case. We might be the first wave of life, of intelligent life, at least, in the universe. Amongst the very first, maybe the first. No way of telling because it's a big place, and, the nearest life form could be all the way across the galaxy. Or it could be much closer. We just don't know. But this is an interesting model because it kind of suggests that we may be the first runners, like we are the ancient ones, if we manage to get out there and make a mark. And this has serious philosophical implications, serious philosophical implications, because, if we're first, what is our responsibility? Are we obliged to go out there in the universe and spread life, or are we the stewards? We've done a terrible job of stewardship on the planet. Or is that how it works? We're the first. We might be the first wave. We don't have any examples to compare to. Maybe that is what life is for: is to, develop on a planet, create a life form that is capable of getting off the planet and spreading throughout the universe. I mean, if we're the earliest form of life in the universe, or in the galaxy, it's kind of up to us to set the precedent and create it. Now, there's no way of telling that it's true, but it does bear thinking about. It might be an obligation for us in a roundabout way. And I'm kind of interested in it, and I'm very excited. I've written a bunch of articles, and I'm kind of not space nuts, but it does interest me a great deal. Uh, and I just wanted to share this a little bit of information with you. It's a neat article. Check it out. The Fermi paradox. They've been coming up with trying to come up with ways to resolve this paradox. One was the Hunter of the Stars, which is a form of life that's intelligent and incredibly advanced, would go around snuffing out other life forms before they could become a threat. Now, if this is true, is that going to be us? Are we that, or are we going to be the sort of Star Trek solution where we take care of life, or are we just kind of a dead end that doesn't get off the rock? No way of telling, but this kind of changes the variables you might be thinking about when regards to these questions, if you think about them at all. It's kind of a niche thing, even sci-fi geeks don't really think about the fundamentals of it, unless they become physicists. But I'm Jeff Crawford. This is what caught my eye today, and I just wanted to share it. Have a good day.